What is going on YouTube? RLCS Spotlight today. Just a little fun little thing. Hello. I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm sure most of you did. If you follow Rocket League Esports on Twitter, saw some discussion about it. But there is going to be an episode of First Touch on Wednesday, July 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, aka my birthday. Most of y'all don't know that, but now that you do, you better say happy birthday to me. Anyways, First Touch obviously airs on Wednesdays. They're going to do a World Championship wildcard draft, which is sick. So the teams 9 through 16 in the major slot points are, you know, in an order, and they will draft their opponent. They will pick their opponent from the remaining 8 teams. And so the drafting order is Version 1, Renegades, Dignitas, Space Station, Carmine Corp, Pioneers, Team Secret, and Tokyo Verde. Tokyo Verde gets the notch over Gaming Gladiators. I assume maybe it's because APAC North won 2 out of the 3 APAC qualifiers. But yeah, it's just fun. A lot of these teams can mix and match their opponents here. It's not going to be a straight Version 1 plays the worst team here, or the like, you know, the 24th team essentially. So Bravado would probably be that. It's just a fun thing that they're doing, and I'm glad that they're doing it because it adds an extra layer to the competition. And what we're going to do right now is we're just going to predict, because I do predictions sometimes. I'm gonna predict what these teams are, who they're gonna draft, and I'm gonna be wrong, and that's okay because my thought process is probably different than what these teams are considering. So Version 1 is up first, and if I'm Version 1, I might want to take a chance against the team that's not the bottom 3, which in a lot of people's eyes would be Bravado, and then Orlando Pirates, and either Gaming Gladiators or Zero One Esports. A lot of people probably favoring Zero One Esports because they play in MENA. I might take a chance on Zero One Esports. If I'm Version 1, I want to get a good warm-up series right off the bat. Maybe take a team that a lot of people are sleeping on, or maybe people think are underrated, and take a stab at them. I think Version 1 might pick Zero One Esports. That's my sleeper pick right there as their first opponent. Renegades, a team from OCE. They beat Furia in the Fall Major. They beat Furia at the Winter Major. Renegades own Sam, but do I think that means they are going to pick the club here? My answer is no. I think they could. I think they very well could, but I don't think they will. I think they're going to pick Bravado Gaming. I think Renegades sometimes have a little bit of bugaboo starting off slow in tournaments. I think playing against Bravado as a little warm-up could be good for them. Now, if Bravado shows up on the day to die for Happy Meal and Daisy, just come out and pop against Renegades, that's good. That's great for them as well. So Renegades versus Bravado is my pick there. Dignitas, I think they're going to pick the second SSA team there, the #1 team coming out of the overall world's rankings, Orlando Pirates. We saw them at Gamers 8. They did not perform. They didn't go very far, but that was to be expected. It was their first international competition. This time it's their first international RLCS competition. Dignitas, I think they're going to pick them as a win in their eyes. Start off 1-0, head into that high round for round 2. Space Station is up next, and I think Space Station could be in a similar form as Version 1. Both very confident teams. Now, does that mean that they're going to go with Gaming Gladiators, or are they going to go with a team that might be familiar with playing in Optic? I think they do go Gaming Gladiators here. I think they have shown enough resilience throughout a lot of the RLCS this season that even if they play a team that might not be super equivalent in terms of capability, I do think Space Station will play their game well against Gaming Gladiators, get a nice round 1 win in what they project in their eyes, to go into round 2 feeling good about the way that they're playing. Gaming Gladiators, though, they're no slouch. Like, they're a team that, you know, they could show up on the day. LCT, Abs Crazy, and Maxu, they're a great team. None of these teams are gimmies in my head. A lot of these teams have great things about them. Up next is Carmine Corp, a team that I think, in my eyes, if I'm looking at this, I think this team can go 3-0 in the wild card. I think this is a team that is riding hot coming out of the spring major, a team that a lot of people have eyes on right now. Carmine Corp, they're a great team, great roster. I think they're not going to pick Veloce here because Veloce is a lot of people got Veloce definitely making out of the wild card here. I think they're going to go with the club. The club is a team very fast in Sam. Astromic is insane on offense, very offense-heavy team. I think that Carmine Corp is going to take this opportunity against the club to warm up really well and get used to the speed on the pitch, because sometimes they can be a little bit sluggish here and there if they're not feeling it on the day. I think warming up against arguably the fastest team, besides maybe Veloce and 0-1, because Mina and Sam are very fast regions. I think Carmine Corp picking the club there definitely makes sense in my eyes. Now, we have Pioneers up next, and their choices are Semper, Optic, and Veloce at this point. Semper could be a team that they want to ride hot with. They could play Optic here. Veloce is the team that I would be scared of if I am Pioneers here. I don't really think there's a good option. Pioneers have taken great teams in the past. They beat BDS, obviously. They took Space Station to a Game 5. If they wanted to, I think they go Optic here. Leave Veloce as the wild card, kind of like, ooh, I don't know, should we play them? And I think Pioneers do go Optic here. I think they can match up well. It's a tough team to break through the defense on, and they're not overly threatening on offense, and I think that could help the Pioneers playstyle. Next is Team Secret. Good for them that Pioneers just took Optic, because between Optic, Veloce, and Semper, out of those three, Optic just dismantled them at the Spring Major. So Secret, between Veloce and Semper, I gotta give it to, I feel like they're gonna pick Semper. A team that did not compete at the Spring Major, they picked up Exotic and dropped, and as Archie left from between the winter and the spring, a team that has a lot of question marks around it, but I think Team Secret can be confident against them. It all really depends on how Secret values international competition experience. Casio and Chaussette are very experienced players on LAN in terms of RLCS. Veloce is a team that only has Senzo, who has played as a sub for Sandrock and Fall. But Veloce, for me, is the team to watch out for. They're super scary. I don't think any team is going to pick to play them, which means Tokyo Verde, the last team here, only has one opponent, and that would be Veloce. Tough for them. I would give that to Veloce 9 times out of 10, pretty much. But let me know what you guys think down below. These are my matchups. I got version 1 versus Zero in Esports, Renegades versus Bravado, Dignitas versus Pirates, Space Station versus Gladiators, Carmine Corp versus The Club, Pioneers versus Optic, Team Secret versus Semper, and Verde versus Veloce. Just a little fun thing. I'm definitely going to be wrong. Make sure to watch the stream on Rocket League's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Rocket League, to watch First Touch unveil this grand draft. It's going to be super fun, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.